Days of Our Lives Daily Spoilers. Does Roman's truth bomb usher in Hurricane Sami? Days of Our Lives Scuttlebutt Roundup. Teresa exposes Sophia, Bo, and Hope and Amp. Further actors quit. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives Daily Spoilers prognosticate that Roman Brady's stunner news to his grandson, Johnny DiMera, will bring Sami Brady rushing back to Salem. Roman tried reeling his statement about EJ DiMera back by. He also, the youthful man, forced the verity from his step-grandmother, Kate Roberts. Will the generality concession signal the return of Sami Brady? The fierce ma would want to be there to cover her son and explain the situation. Meanwhile, Belle Black recuses herself from the current hijacking case against EJ. But she can't feel to stay out of his arms. Mayor Paulina Price told the DA that her job was at threat if she kept sleeping with the top suspect. What will the suitable legal eagle decide to do? Eventually, will Tate and Holly break up over her involvement with Doug Williams III? Watch the drama unfold the week of March 17, 2025 on the NBC Peacock exclusive. Days of Our Lives Weekly Spoilers. Will Roman Brady's confession bring Sami Brady back to Salem? Days of Our Lives Daily Spoilers indicate that Roman Brady's recent slip-up with Johnny DiMera could bring Sami Brady back home to Salem. Roman and Johnny's wrathfulness over Arnold Feniger's return leads to a heated discussion. Roman tells his grandson that EJ DiMera is a robber and no better than Arnold. Days recaps show Kate Roberts confessing the verity to Johnny after Roman Brady left the cantina. Now, Johnny is infuriated that he's the product of rape while his binary family was born out of love. Of course, he confronts EJ over the big reveal. But will Roman and Kate's grandson's rage cause him to seriously harm EJ? Further, Roman may confess to his son, Sami, that he accidentally told Johnny about his father's history. Plus, Days of Our Lives appearances and goings reported a while back that Sami returns to Salem this spring. Will she turn on Roman Brady for letting the verity slip out? Also, Sami Brady may need to return to help Johnny sort out his passions about the situation. Stay tuned to see if Roman Brady's verity lemon brings his son, Sami, back to Salem. Days Weekly Spoilers. Will Belle Black stay with EJ DiMera? Days of Our Lives Daily Spoilers indicate that Belle Black isn't entirely done with her bodacious ex-brother-in-law, EJ DiMera. She told him she couldn't stand by blindly, ignoring that he was the top suspect in the Arnold Feniger/Rafe Hernandez switcheroo case. But also, she couldn't repel falling into Elvis Jr.'s arms again. But did EJ only try to stop the new DA from executing him? Or does Elvis Jr. truly watch about Belle Black on Days of Our Lives? Suckers know that he looks out for number one, himself, for the utmost part. So, was Belle right to protest him out of her bed lately? Their love-hate relationship makes sparks fly. Farther, Belle called Mayor Paulina Price and told her she demanded to recuse herself from the case against EJ. Does this mean she'll still go back for further from her hunk of burning love? Numerous Days observers hope that Sami Brady returns soon to help her son and defy her little family for sleeping with Herrick's husband. Will Belle stay with EJ or walk down again? Days of Our Lives Weekly Spoilers. Tate Black breaks up with Holly Jonas? Days of Our Lives Daily Spoilers indicate that Tate Black is angry at his gal, Holly Jonas, for her involvement with Doug Williams III. She lately told Tate about the choker that was stolen and vended. Of course, Tate wants Holly to stay far down from Doug III. Still, Holly and Doug plan to take the choker down from the buyer, Melinda Trask. Does Holly tell Tate of their plans? Further, does Tate decide to break up with her for her continued connection with the handsome freshman? His mama, Teresa Donovan, wouldn't mind. She thinks the youthful woman is a troublemaker. Does Tate break up with Holly Jonas over the choker? Watch Days of Our Lives the week of March 17, 2025. Next, Belle Black can't keep her hands off of EJ DiMera. Still, she may need to keep their fling a secret in order to keep her job. Eventually, Roman Brady's slip-up about EJ DiMera's history could gesture Sami Brady's return. Get ready for a whole lot of drama coming week on the NBC Sudsir. Days of Our Lives Scuttlebutt Roundup. Teresa exposes Sophia, Bo, and Hope and Amp. Further actors quit. Days of our lives suckers, we've got another scuttlebutt roundup with some juicy stuff about Teresa Donovan, pregnant Sophia Choi, Bo Brady, and Hope Brady, and some casting rumors and word. Teresa Donovan's explosive return and Sophia Choi's secret days of our lives rumors. So write down, let's talk about a big old Teresa Donovan scuttlebutt. We saw her come back a week ago Friday, and she's formerly causing issues for Tate Black this week. Amy Choi wasn't happy to see Tate at small bar with his mama, and why would Teresa take teenage Tate to a bar at all? And also Teresa tried to lie to Amy about where she's been and trying to cover that she just got out of captivity when Amy formerly knows, so it's just not a good look. So let's dig into the scuttlebutt. We've heard Teresa is back for enough short run and is going to tangle with Tate's baby ma, Sophia Choi. From what the scuttlebutt says, Teresa thinks Sophia has got a secret, and she digs into it and exposes what Amy's pregnant son is hiding. Now, that's the extent of the scuttlebutt, no specifics given. Still, I've allowed for quite a while that Aaron Green might actually be her baby daddy because they kind of had a Netflix and chill autumn after Sophia walked out on Tate the day he said Holly's name in bed. At the veritably least, Sophia should have told Tate if she slept with Aaron or any other Joe because that puts another maternity option on the table for her baby. And they've no way had a maternity test. Sora's Ariana Horton's return days of our lives casting enterprise. Another quick scuttlebutt is about a possible Sora's cleaner pieces rapid-fire aging pattern and recast, and it's about Ariana Horton. This chatter came across my radar further than a month ago, but I just hadn't mentioned it in our last roundup. So scuttlebutt has it that Gabby Hernandez and Will Horton's son Ariana gets progressed up and returns to Salem as a teenager. Bo and Hope Brady's short-lived return days of our lives reunion expedients. Alright, onto the scuttlebutt about Bo Brady and Hope Brady. It says that their return this time will be lower than 2 months. Not a lengthy plot at all. To me, this feels like a token immolation to make up for the terrible teasing that they did in those promos in 2023. Recall, they were showing us this big Bo and Hope reunion that was coming, and of course, they no way delivered. They woke up Bo, who was indeed really himself. And he also rejected Hope. Also, he got shot by his son Sean Douglas Brady, and he's been in a coma ever since as if Bo hadn't formerly. He'd been in Megan Hathaway's Miranda Wilson giant test tube from 2015 to 2023. Let's stopgap, indeed though it's a short return, that it'll be good and we get an factual reunion. That's what we got fritters crossed for. EJ's firing suspects Gabby, Jada, Rafe, and a shocking twist with Rachel. Now, a quick scuttlebutt on EJ DiMera's firing. I mentioned this before because I was so intrigued by it. It's about the Who Shot EJ, Whodunit is coming. And just a little update because we're seeing now they're setting up Gabby as the top suspect. Amy, Paulina, Price and others in the house all saw Gabby point a gun at EJ and rant with pitfalls. Also, a couple of days laterally, JJ Devereaux had to stop Gabby from shooting EJ. So, she might be the first arrested. And of course, Gabby doesn't want to be back behind bars. And I do suppose she's going to shoot him. But other suspects will include Jada Hunter and Rafe Hernandez, and scuttlebutt has it that angry Johnny DiMera threatens to shoot EJ. But also he can't do it. He sets the gun down and storms out of the DiMera manse. Also, the scuttlebutt says that Kristen DiMera's son Rachel Black picks up the gun and accidentally shoots her uncle EJ. So we'll see. This should be not long after we see the new actress in the part of Rachel, who replaces Finley Rose Slater. And if little Rachel does pull the detector on EJ, I'm guessing CPS might be there to light up Kristen Spratt in a twinkle. Gwen Rizika's return, Abigail Devereaux's fate and implicit recast. Alright, then's a scuttlebutt on Gwen Rizek. Although she's playing Teresa now, Emily O'Brien barters characters to Gwen in late spring, early summer. And one scuttlebutt said she'll be conspiring with Clyde Weston, another says she knows where Abigail Devereaux is. But the question is, of course, is Abby dead or alive? Now, one scuttlebutt said Gwen is working for Clyde, and that's how she gets the position of Abby's remains. But another scuttlebutt says Gwen knows that Abigail is alive and where she is. Also, she brings her family back to Salem. However, we completely anticipate a recast of Abby, if that happens. That would be intriguing given that Billy Flynn is leaving Days of Our Lives to take on a new part on Young and the Restless. And the actor said in a recent interview that he hopes if they remake Chad, that suckers will embrace the new actor. For now, we're still going to be seeing Billy on Days as Chad through early 2026 because of the 9-month tape recording to state detention in place right now. But in the end, we could wind up with an each new Abby and an each new Chad if they go that route. Days of Our Lives actors jumping boat? Contract renewal and paycheck enterprises. Speaking of Billy Flynn, there's another scuttlebutt that other Days actors may be looking to exit the streaming cleaner. Now, it's been renewed through at least 2026, so any Days of Our Lives cancellation talk you see is complete bull hockey. So I do and suppose that the actors are concerned about cancellation. But I also suppose that Days is going to stay because it's been performing relatively well for the Peacock streaming platform. But it might be that the actors, like Billy Flynn, are looking to earn bigger hires. Days is on a hay budget, so actor pay is way lower than on any other cleaner. So, yeah, I've just heard further actors perhaps jumping boat. Stay to see. Joy Wesley's gestation taradiddle and Salem exit Days of Our Lives drama unfolds. Another scuttlebutt is about Joy Wesley's gestation. She prevaricated to Alex Kiriakis and Stephanie Johnson. She said her test was negative, but it was surely positive. There's a Kiriakis bun in her baby roaster. But Joy is lying because Alex doesn't want her. So scuttlebutt has it Stephanie finds out Joy really is pregnant, but she doesn't tell Alex. And he latterly finds out and breaks up with her over the treason. Meanwhile, another Days of Our Lives scuttlebutt says Joy exits Salem right as she starts showing to avoid questions. And also we're going to see Philip Kiriakis perhaps involved in her story. Joy should exit around May if this scuttlebutt is true because confidentially chatter says she wrapped rephotographing in fall of 2024. Another scuttlebutt said Philip leaves Salem in the coming couple of months, conceivably with her. That's formerly Xander Cook finds out that Victor Kiriakis' letter was a phony. But the same scuttlebutt said Philip stays out of Salem for just a many months, and also he returns. And just a quick memorial, these aren't spoilers, these are surely rumors. So, no guarantees that any or all of this will manifest, but I love rumors. So, I just had to partake them. And if any of them turn into verified spoilers, of course, I'll let you know.